The conclusion of European colonialism marked the emergence of post-structuralism, as asserted by David Spurr. This transition not only signified the end of colonialism, but also coincided with the conclusion of modernism, ushering in a wave of innovative studies dedicated to reinterpreting the history, politics, psychology, and language of colonialism. Scholars within literary studies underwent a significant paradigm shift, moving from the rhetoric of empire serves as an introduction to this new literary paradigm, dedicating a chapter to each of the 12 rhetorical modes' distinct ways of depicting non-Western peoples. Drawing on the influences of Heidegger, Foucault, and Derrida, Spurr extends his analysis to incorporate the perspectives of Edward Said, Christopher Miller, Patrick Brantinger, James Clifford, Mary Anatogovnik, Mary Louise Pratt, Sarah Sulleri, Ashish Nandi, Gayatri Spivak, and Homi Bhabha. Leveraging his background as a former correspondent for United Press International, Spurr uniquely extends these analyses into the non-fictional realms of literary and popular journalism, travel writing, and the memoirs of colonial officials. The book explores various rhetorical modes in sequence, encompassing surveillance, appropriation, aestheticization, classification, debasement, negation, affirmation, idealization, insubstantiation, naturalization, eroticization, and resistance. For instance, in the chapter on surveillance, Spurr begins with Foucault's notion that authority observes while remaining invisible. The gaze of authority scrutinizes the slave or subject, who, in turn, is denied the privilege of looking back. Illustrating this principle, Spurr cites passages from James A.G. on black sharecroppers in the American South during the 1930s, and compares them to news reports from El Salvador and Vietnam, by Joanne Almond in 1982, and Mary McCarthy in 1967. All addressing the overwhelming and potentially destructive effect of the gaze. The analysis then extends to Bentham's panopticon, showcasing the panoptic principle in journalistic descriptions of colonial landscapes, rooms, and bodies. Vivid examples are drawn from the writings of Henry Morton Stanley V.S. Naipaul, Rudyard Kipling, and Orville Schell. The chapter concludes by highlighting statements expressing the desire for systematic visual knowledge of non-Western peoples by Johannes. When simplified, the work may come across as an anthology of postmodern clichés. However, despite its engaging nature, the book is elementary in the most positive sense, clear, fundamental, and instructive. Spurr adopts the role of a literary journalist, taking major theories of colonial discourse, providing a distinctive organization and illustrations, and infusing the entire work with the zest of his own style. The book reaches a fitting culmination in its final section, where Spurr endeavors to move beyond Heidegger's restructuring, Foucault's resistance, and Nandi's revaluation, towards a theory that explores how the discourse of colonialism can be transformed into a discourse of human liberation. While this chapter may not be the most successful in the book, Spurr proves valuable in delineating the persisting challenges. His suggestions encompass a focus on language, a self-awareness regarding perspective, and a keen understanding of interests discerning who benefits in each transaction. Yet, as with the entire book, the richness lies in the details.